Alrighty, so you guys know me, big fan of the Assault Mode Meliodas team, so yeah, we did summon on the newest banner, and I do have both of the units, so I would like to test them out and kind of try them on camera for you guys. I have already messed with them a tiny bit, like I've done maybe 2 matches or something like that, nothing too crazy. Actually, well, I take that back. I think I did a couple of extra matches last night for the live stream, so we did test out Chandler and Zeldris and everything like that, but it's still a pretty interesting team. Honestly, it's working out pretty well, so I think what we're going to do is just throw on some ultimate gauge food just to try to rush our ults a little bit faster there, and let's queue up and see how it goes. Alrighty, so we got our first match. It is against the Escanor team, of course. We actually are surprisingly really close to his CC, so I don't know if he just has lower CC or what the case there is. Maybe he's not running CC food, I would imagine. So, let's see. Okay, he did not go for Dissolve first turn. He's giving us a stack on Melee. Let me move these cards around really quick and see if this is a bot, because it seems kind of like one. Yeah, it definitely seems like a bot. Yeah, that's pretty fluid on the on the card movement there. But I'm very impressed with Chandler so far, even with level 1, like obviously on like type disadvantage, like so with Gother hitting right here, I don't really expect him to do a whole lot. He actually didn't even do that, he upgraded. But you can kind of see here, boom, full counter. God, 34k on a counter, and then he did 42 to us and we did 39 back. So it's pretty close to like a 1-to-1 return, which is pretty intense. Like, that is pretty nuts, to be honest. So let's go ahead and finish this man. Boom. Yeah, he's gave us way too many stacks. I'm pretty sure it's a bot either way, but kind of just to show you like the whole counter with Chandler thing, he's pretty good. I really like this move as well, the Dragon Claw, the fact that it blocks skill effects, including ultimate moves and stuff like that. So it's really neat, just to kind of prevent people from doing anything you don't really want them to do. So yeah, honestly, very good unit, very supreme. Like, definitely worth going for. Yeah, this is an awful bot. He literally just... Okay, double stun. Maybe it's just not a bot. Let's move that. Guess we'll hit with that and hit with that, so that way they disable skill effects. So hopefully that makes it to where they're not going to be able to stun us and not going to be able to dissolve us, hopefully. I don't know exactly if that's how that's going to work, but that's both ults in hand. I'm pretty impressed with Chandler so far. I wish I could get him higher up on ult level, and we did get pretty lucky with our summons, and I pulled an extra copy of Meliodas, so I have a 3/6 ultimate with him, which is really nice. So yeah, he didn't put a dissolve on us, which is really nice. So I think that should end up killing them. If not, it'll probably kill Melee as well. So 3/6 ultimate here. Boom. Good to go. We have Zeldris. We're running the new Zeldris, but he's in the back. Obviously, you can't really get a good feel for him, but I mean, he's okay up front. You can use him to like dissolve ultimate gauge and stuff like that, and he can actually deal some pretty decent damage. Like, I'm not like unimpressed by him or anything like that. He's actually pretty decent, but I just feel like survivability is probably top priority with this team. So running Chandler up front to kind of taunt and reflect damage is really nice. Malaskula to help survivability and make sure that assault mode stays intact, because he's obviously the powerhouse, is really top priority. So he's at 135k CC. That is pretty low, to be honest. I think, honestly, I don't think we're going to be able to rush ult. Yeah, we're not going to be able to rush ult and get off the counter here, but that is first turn ultimate. And I don't really think there's much he can do here, because if he attacks us at all, he's probably going to put up a counter, no doubt. But if he attacks us, he's just going to feed us stacks, which is probably a really bad thing. So honestly, we're only 3-6. Like, I'm not expecting like a full team wipe at full health or anything like that. But we might be able to do something decent here. All right, he attacked us. That is a bad move. Okay. That was not even a blockade skill. Yeah, I don't know. Was this a bot as well? Because that was a pretty dumb play, I'll be honest. Because he didn't even counter. He didn't do anything. So I might as well just go in on him. I'm using the fiery sort of skin for melee because I have the fiery like cosmetics on Zeldris as well. I just haven't been able to kind of show them off. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed. Chandler is pretty sick, honestly. Like, I hate to throw Blue Droll to the wind and be like, okay, like, you're getting replaced, but like, Blue Droll was fantastic while we were using him. The only thing that Chandler's counter doesn't do very well is that you do not have debuff immunity like Estarossa. And then, if I'm not mistaken, Droll is immune to petrification, I think it is. So if they were to have Blue Droll, or even, you know, Goddess Liz, for example, she can cancel stances and stuff like that, and it's just really hard to get around, kinda. Like, if they have a way to immobilize, it's more than likely gonna work. So you kind of have to worry about that with Chandler. But as far as I'm concerned, I mean, the damage is really good on it. It obviously taunts, it does its job. So pretty impressed, honestly. Okay, that dissolve is pretty unfortunate. Feeding us those stacks, though. And then they get rid of them. Understandable. But it doesn't matter because you put dissolve on us and then you literally got rid of it. So let's go ahead and get our ultimate with him. And then they'll have to do something about Chandler. So I don't know how that worked out for you. I don't know. They might be able to pull something out here. If they use a level 2 card, it's going to get rid of the stance. But it doesn't look like they're going to be able to do anything. Yeah, they made sure not to attack or anything like that, which is smart. Let's go for this play right here. We need to get rid of Amelia as much as possible. I'm not too worried about Merlin as far as like ult goes, because it just really doesn't do a whole lot. Plus, if I can just get damage out on the whole team with these first 2 cards, she won't be able to do as much damage to us. Forgot about that. Completely forgot about that. Amelia is so toxic as a unit. Like, absolutely mind-boggling. The fact that they let her get through the way she is, like, crazy. And the fact that people run her and they run whatchamacallit, they run her and Liz on the same team is just so bad. Come on, bro. I hate when people laugh at you in this game. It's ridiculous. I really should turn off the stamp stuff because it's so toxic. Oh well. You can see my sweet Zeldris though. Oh yeah, boy. Let's go for this right here, I guess. Why not? Well, we obviously didn't beat through it, but that was a pretty high up. That was a pretty high level shield, if I'm not mistaken. So, oh well. I'm assuming probably has freezes or something like that. Yeah. Get out of here before he laughs again. Oh well. You can't win them all. There's still definitely counters to this team. Okay, so it took us a little bit longer to load into this match, so I'm assuming this is a real player. Let's see how this one goes. He's got level 85 on Escanor. I honestly don't have anybody level 85 yet. The new raid is absolutely ridiculous. So I've not been able to get anything super crazy. I could level 85 one unit if I really wanted to, but I'm trying to be very selective about who I use it on because honestly, like I almost want to make sure that my team that can run the raid are like some of the first people that get sort of pushed up, so that way I can make sure that That way I can make sure that I can get the raid done and farm more resources in the future. I'm so stupid. I didn't even clear room for the ultimate to be able to draw in my hand. I'm so dumb. I'm trying to talk while I play and it's not working out. Okay, so we got a stun on Melly. Not that big of a deal, to be honest. Boom, Elascula. I figured he would hit her again. He didn't put Dissolve on us. Let's go for this right here, because this will give Elascula HP back, and a pretty decent bit of it, if I'm not mistaken. 36k, and we've got a counter up. So that's 2 ults in hand. Let's see where he goes with this one. I'm assuming he's probably going to be able to stun and drop Chandler's stance, but we shall see. Escanor is at full capacity here, so he's got his passive sort of maxed out. Yeah, getting rid of the stance there, unfortunate. Going for Elascula again. I was really hoping that wouldn't one-shot. Then he's gonna hit. Okay, went for Chandler there. All right, so we just have a lot of stacks ready. It's a tough call. I really want to get rid of Escanor, but at the same time, I need to make sure that Liz isn't just going to replenish any health that I take off. This may kill Escanor. So close. Boom. I'm okay with that. He's left with like 0 HP. He's got no cards in hand, unfortunately, so he's probably going to draw a decent bit of Escanor here. So he's probably going to lifesteal a decent bit from his attacks. But we do have another Amplify card in hand. I don't know if he'll necessarily be able to kill Melly. He went for Chandler instead anyway, so that's, I feel like, a misplay. Got Zeldris. Okay. Okay, this is an interesting one. Let's go for... this play right here. We've got a lot of stacks built up, so I'm kind of hoping we can just survive Escanor's hit. I don't imagine he's going to have one card unless he just gets really good card draw right here, which he got a silver card, which isn't too bad. If it's a flood card, it might do okay, but he's pretty low health, and I can still use 2 cards unless he goes for Zeldris, which he did, but we're still fine. Okay, so I've won this one as far as I know. So let's go with the ultimate and the Amplify card, and that'll clean that up quite nicely. I have yet to run into anybody who's bought like a bunch of the packs or anything like that to get their characters to level 90 like straight away. Like that was the first person that I've ran up against that even has a level 85 or higher unit. So I've been pretty lucky in that regard. We'll see how it goes though. Okay, wasn't too much of a load time on that one. I'm imagining, yeah, they're using CC food for sure. Alright, so this is going to be a bad one. They have the 2 toxic units, and they have Rim, who is probably going to be doing nothing but building up stacks. So let's see. Freeze on, I'm assuming Chandler, if they play it smart. I went for Dissolve first turn. They didn't get double freeze, did they? Okay, great. This is an interesting one. I know the Dissolve was there and everything like that. I just don't really know what my best play is at the moment. Looks like they're rushing Amelia's ult. If they pulled another freeze, they're probably going to be able to get rid of my buffs and everything like that with Assault Mode. Looks like they're going for Rim cards instead. Boom. Not too crazy because he doesn't have any stacks built up yet. Another one. Nothing too crazy there either. Okay, so he cannot stop me from ulting here. I wanted to get the level 2 counter off and potentially try to get his ult, but I would have had, if I would have used Dragon Claw, I would have been able to get the ult on both of them, but I wouldn't have had a way to keep them off of melee. So let's try to see how this goes. They don't have any level 2 cards in hand, so no stun unless they can merge for one, which it's turn 2 for them. No, it's turn 3 for them, I think. So there's definitely a possibility they have that. Looks like they do, but I don't think they're using any other cards. Okay, it was a level 1 either way. Okay, so that got rid of the shield on her. Alright, I'm okay with that. I think we can live with that. I don't necessarily know if we're going to be able to kill here because of the whole passive thing, but let's see how it goes. Boom. Oh, I think we kill here because we procced it on Liz. Oh, really good damage. Fantastic. Bam. that felt good. That felt really good. Alright. Got Rom in the back. To be expected. I got some Amplify cards with your name on them. Nice. Melee's pulling it out. There we go. I like this whole consecutive win streak thing. I think that's really cool. We just hit Champion 3 because of that, so that's very neat. Honestly, I'm still like having a lot of fun with the Melee team. You know, obviously it's kind of gimmicky. It requires a lot of sort of like just thought really to go into it. Like it just requires a little bit of brain power to get past it because it's really just all about like not attacking and then really, you know, taking advantage of the situation that you're in whenever the time is right. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's cool. I think it's just a cool team in general. I really like the way that it sort of works, and it seems a little bit different than what the normal teams sort of go for. So that's why I like it so much. But I'm pretty happy with this. I think we might end up trying another team comp out where I move Zeldris up front just to kind of give him a little bit of play time and see how it goes. I don't necessarily know if it's going to go super great or not because obviously I kind of want to keep Chandler up front and probably move Melascula to the back or have her substituted out with somebody else and have them put in the back, so that way we can have Assault Mode Zeldris and Chandler all up front. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. I might end up doing a video on that sometime later this week. So yeah, look out for that. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe for more content in the future, and I will see you guys in the next video.